Hi, it's Tina Sibley here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook group. So the first thing you need to do is to open up your Facebook personal profile, and where it says more, click on that and the little drop down will appear, and you click on groups and then click on create group. The first thing that you want to do is give your group a name. And when you're naming your group, you really want it to say what it does on the tin, because that's going to make it easy for people to find when they're searching for information, and it makes it really super easy for Facebook to suggest your group to the wider Facebook users out there. The next thing you want to do is add some people. Now, don't go adding people willy-nilly. People cannot stand being just added to groups. But you really need to add somebody to get the group started, and it's a good idea to always have another admin rather than just yourself, so that if you get sent to Facebook jail for whatever reason, somebody else can post on your behalf. So if you don't have a business partner, then connect with somebody who's a good friend who you will be able to do the same thing for each other. So I'm going to add my business partner. I'm going to add Debbie Peck. And the next thing that you're going to do is select the privacy. So it's either absolutely anybody can see who's in the group and what they post, or private. I'm going to keep it private so that it's for members only. The other thing that I want to choose is whether or not the group is visible to anybody or hidden. Now, for a group that you really want to encourage people to join, you really want it to be visible so people can find it. If you're running, say, for example, a group which is private for paid members only, then make it hidden. But this is going to be an open group, so I'm going to make it visible. I'm going to pin it to my shortcuts because I'm going to be using this group a lot, and I'm going to click on create. So now we need to go in and create some settings, and one of the first things that is a good idea to do is to write a little bit in the about section. So the first thing that is a good idea to do is add a description, and you can put a really good description in here. I'm going to just type this really quick to just show you how it's done, and then at the end I'll create maybe another video showing you everything that has been put together. So but for now I'm just going to put a group for coaches and consultants to learn about marketing funnels. We cover all the tech and automation and make it easy. Now I'm going to come back and edit that with a more full description, and I'll show you what that's going to look like later. So for now I'm just going to click confirm, and then what we want to do is click on the more and click on edit group settings. Now there's a whole load in here that we need to have a look at. We've got our group name. The next thing is group type. At the moment it's automatically defaulted to general, so I'm going to change that. And for coaches, I suggest that we click on the social learning so that we can introduce units and series of units that members can see. So that keeps any learning all in one place where people can access it. And I'll show you how to do that in a separate video. But for now, just click on the type social learning and click save. We don't need to add a location because obviously we're global. We're not really in any one particular location. I'm going to ignore tags for now because when you type something in, it's not like Google or YouTube. It links to a specific page. So for example, if I put in coaches, it's going to look for somebody else's page, and I don't really want to advertise somebody else's page. So I'll come back and talk about tags in a separate video and how you promote it in a separate video. Okay, so if you have a Facebook page, a lot of people are tempted to link the page to the group, and you can link an existing page or you can create a new page to link your group to. Now, we're going to recommend that you do not link your page. Here's the thing. Once Facebook knows that you're linked to a page, pages are for business, and Facebook will then kind of see that your group is all about your business rather than just a community thing, and your reach is going to be severely limited because of that. So do not link your page to your group. Leave that as it is. Now you can change the color if you want to. So you can choose color to go with your branding here. So I'm gonna choose the lighter blue because that goes with our branding a little bit more. And then you can customize the web address. So for example, our name, Marketing Funnels for Coaches, Tech and Automation Made Easy, is a bit long. So we're just going to customize that and just have Marketing Funnels for Coaches. And you don't want any spaces in amongst that. Okay, you can customize the address there so that you get an actual name rather than just a whole bunch of numbers. We've set the privacy, we've set the visibility. I'm not going to talk about badges in this. We can talk about that another time. Now, here we go. This is where you're going to add things like your social learning units. I'll show you how to do that in a separate video. Otherwise, this video is going to get really long. Membership approval. Now, you can set approval to be anybody in the group, so another member can approve people, or you can have membership only approved by admins and moderators. I'm going to choose this one because you actually don't want all and sundry in your group. You want people in your group who are going to be a valuable addition to your community, because otherwise the community that you're trying to build will get diluted and it gets a bit messy. So I would choose only admins and moderators for your group. You can pre-approve membership requests. I wouldn't do that right now. And here's something that's really valuable, and that's just setting questions for people to join your group so that you get to know a little bit more about people, and you can use these questions to make a decision about whether or not you approve anybody. Now, here's the thing. If somebody requests membership and, like, for example, they don't have a Facebook profile photo and you can't obviously see who they are, then automatically delete their request. But you want to kind of get to know, you want to see if they're a good fit for your group. So it's a good idea to click on Ask Questions. So you can ask up to 3 questions. So you just click on this button, Add Question. And I'm just going to put a written answer rather than multiple check, and save. So that's our first one. I'm going to add another one. Now on this question, it's pretty much a yes or no answer, so you can use checkboxes there. And the option can be yes or no. There you go. And then finally, it's always a good idea to ask people for their email address so that you can keep in touch with them and send them stuff and updates and all of that kind of thing. So you're getting the option to build the your email list as well. So those are your questions. Now the next thing you want to do is set some group rules, and that's quite simple. You just click on Create Rules. And Facebook gives you a few little example rules here. So you can write up to 10 rules, and you can edit the example rules, or you can completely set your own. So let's click on Get Started. And I'm going to confirm some of these, which are quite nice. So confirm, and you can change these anytime. Okay. So again, we'll click on Create Rule. Okay, and I can write my own rule. So I can put keep posts relevant. Please keep posts relevant to marketing technology, and then again click confirm. Okay, that'll do for now. You can always add more rules later on, and I'll show you at the end anything that we've added or updated so that you can see how it would look. But just to keep things simple for now, that's how you create your rules. So let's go back into our settings again, edit group settings. So we've got our type, we've got, now the other thing is once you've set your type, because we've added units, automatically it can go to the units themselves or to the discussion. I'm going to have the landing page go to the discussion. That's where we're going to have our welcome post, explaining to everybody what the group is all about. So we've got our address, we've got the privacy, we've got the units, we've got approval and the questions. We've done all that. Now the next thing that you can do is you can allow pages to request to join as group members. I'm going to change that to don't allow pages. We want people. We don't want pages in the group. We want people in the group. And again, permissions for posting. So you have the choice here whether or not to make every single post that people want to write have to be approved by an admin or a moderator, or that anybody can just post. It's entirely up to you whether you do that. I'm going to leave that for now. It kind of depends on how much time you have to keep an eye on things. If you've got moderators who can go in and delete any spammy posts or nasty posts or irrelevant posts, that kind of thing. I'm going to leave that for now, but again, that's choice. That's entirely up to you whether you check that or not. And then what you can do is you can add keyword alerts to tell you when members use certain words or phrases in your group. I'll leave that for now as well. So that's all our settings, so I'm going to click save. And the next thing that we want to do is upload a photo. And it's a good idea if you get a graphic done, which kind of basically lets people know what the group is about immediately on seeing it. So to do that, all you need to do is click on upload photo. And there it is. Once it's uploaded, you just click on save. Now, once your photo is uploaded, click on it. You get an option here, add a description. And it's a good idea here to put in your free gift. So you can put here, add a description group, for example. And then you just put the link to your freebie or your opt-in page in there. We're actually in the process of creating ours, so I'll come back and add this later. But that's what you want to do, is just in the description, put the link to your free gift, because you want to use every opportunity that you can to build your email list. And then once you've done that, click on finish editing. And now if you go over to discussion, you can create a post. Again, I'm just going to do something really quick. I'm going to add a photo. And again, I'll edit this and I'm going to make it a little bit more in depth, and I'll just add at the end a little add-on to the video so that you can see what we would normally put there. But this is just basically showing you how you do it. So then you click post. And then the good thing here is this little arrow. Click and make mark as announcement. That's going to make sure that that post stays at the top. It actually kind of is really cool that you've got this feature called announcements. And that's it. Now you've got your group. You can categorize posts. You can create topics. There's loads of different things you can do. And I'll make a separate video showing you some of the cooler features of Facebook groups. But that is how you create your group and get it looking respectable.